Okay, so let's take a look at all the parts of this awesome live version of My Father's House from Springsteen on Broadway. Be sure to stick around to the end of the video, because at the end of the video I'm going to play through the whole song and you'll see tab appear across the screen. Okay, so this song's in the key of E major, Capo fret 2 for this one, and also it's in drop D tuning, so you tune the E down to a D. Okay, so you get this really lush sound there. So also it's in 6/8, the time signature. So basically 6/8 is 6/8 notes in a bar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You've got these two pulses. There's two main beats on the 1 and the 4th 8th note. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. So it's really nice. Tempo around about 80 BPM. Let's take a look at the chords first. So you've got 5 chords here, really nice. Now because of the riffs you're going to be doing, you want to play this D5 power chord with your first finger 2nd fret G, middle finger 3rd fret B. Play the open E string, it's not really a problem. I think I can hear that in the Netflix video. It's more like a D sus2 there, but so it's not a problem. But yeah, so pretty much he's just kind of doing the middle 4 strings. D5 there, first finger 2nd fret G, middle finger 3rd fret B. Okay, then we've got an A major chord. Okay, middle 4 strings pretty much here. Use your first finger to bar the D, G and the B strings on the 2nd fret. Then if you add your middle finger or your ring finger onto the 3rd fret of the B, you get this lush A sus4 sounding chord, okay? Now I think it might not be intentional, but he's playing this A7 sus4 chord a few times, which he does love, and it's in a lot of his acoustic type songs. So middle finger 2nd fret D, pinky 3rd fret B, or you can play it with your 1st and 3rd. Really lovely sounding chord there. And also, if you take it from the A7 sus4 there, drop your middle finger to the A string, you've got a G over B chord. Okay, which sounds really nice. Okay, because of the tuning, that's basically how Bruce would play his G chords, because just sort of the tuning there. So middle finger 2nd fret A, pinky 3rd fret B, middle 4 strings. So there are your 5 chords. What I'll also do is put the song structure up on the screen now, so hopefully that helps you to break down all the individual sections. So for the chords with asterisks by them, that's just to help you, to remind you that there's going to be some sort of riff. It will either be this riff or this. So that's just to help you remember when those riffs are, okay? He does a lot of ad-lib as well. So that's the song structure. So now what we'll do is go through all the individual sections. So let's go for the intro first. It starts off with this kind of arpeggiated D5 power chord there. So you're just kind of getting some separation there, doing an upstroke there. Then A major, okay, and then D5 kind of picking up and down, down, up, down, up, down, up, from the A, D, G, B, G, D. And then he's doing this really common 2-beat pattern which you're going to use through most of the song, which is 1, 2 and 3 and down, down, up, down, up. Okay, so it's basically half a bar in this time signature. 1, 2, 3. Okay, 1, 2 and 3 and then you've got this kind of riff. Okay, this is the one that I was saying in the asterisks. Yeah, it's either going to do this, the asterisks are there, or so it's really nice, works really well with the lyrical melody there. So basically you get your A sus4 and you hit it and then hammer on straight away with your ring finger to the 4th fret of the D, like that. Then take it off, play the A sus4, drop your first finger to the D5. So intro again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 5, 6, 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2, 3. Cool. And now we're in the first verse. So what you're going to do is that 2-beat pattern again, double it up as that fits the whole bar. So D5, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Yeah, so that's the first bar of D5. Then G over B. Then 2 bars of D5. Bar 4. Then bar 5. Another D5. Bar 6. Half a bar of D5. And then you do the next riff. Again, asterisks will help you remember these. You're going to do the D5. Then the A sus4. And then you put your 3rd finger on. Cool. It's worth remembering that the first verse is the same as the 3rd verse and the 5th verse, and it's pretty much the same as the 11th verse, apart from one little bit. So lots of patterns here. He does ad-lib a little bit, quite a lot as well. So A sus4, so this is kind of the last 2 bars of the 1st, 3rd and the 5th verses. A sus4, 1, 2 and 3 and, then he's pulling off, so he's hitting the strings, pulling off, and then down, up, down, up. Okay, so 1, 2 and 3 and 1, 2 and 3 and then he hits it and hammers on back onto the A sus4. 1, 2 and 3 and keeps strumming. 1 and 2 and 3 and. Okay, so I'm just going to play that whole of the 1st, 3rd and the 5th verses. So first verse. D5, G over B, D5, and again, and D5 with a riff. A sus4, pull off, hammer on. Really nice. And then basically, 2nd verse, it's got slight variations here. D5, G over B, D5, and a descending riff, D5, A sus4, D5, descending riff again. Cool, so that's the 1st, 2nd and 3rd verse sorted. So now we're going to go into the 4th verse. Okay, cool, so 4th verse, D5, G over B, D5, D5, and then bar 5, A7 sus4 instead, D5, and then descending riff to finish off. Cool, so 5th verse we've done before because it's the same as the 1st and 3rd. So let's now take a look at the 6th verse. Okay, cool. So D5, G over B, D5, run, descending, D5, A sus4, 2 bars, D5. Cool, it does that awesome harmonica solo, just a little one here, and over behind the harmonica solo, you've just got D5, 4-bar phrase, A7 sus4, 2 bars of D5. Okay, 7th verse, mixes it up a little bit here. There's actually a bar of 3/8 here, which is basically half a bar of 6/8. So 7th verse is slightly shorter. It's kind of just kind of changing the kind of lyrical phrasing there. 7th verse, D5, then half a bar of 3/8 of G over B, 1, 2, 3, and back to D5, 2 bars. Another bar of D5, and then one more bar. A7 sus4 for 1 bar. So it's a slightly shorter verse then. You've got D5, 3/8 bar, then 1, 2, 3, 4 bars of D5, A7 sus4. So yeah, slightly shorter if you want to really get close to that Broadway version. That's this 7th verse. Now we're on to the 8th verse. Okay, so 8th verse, D5, G over B, 3 bars of D5, like most of the sections. A sus4, then D5. Okay, cool, so slightly different that one. So that's, yes, so 8th verse, D5, 1 G over B, 3 D5s, 1 A sus4, 2 D5s. Okay, most of the sections are 8 bars, okay? And then we go for the 9th verse, slightly different, D5, G over B, D5, 4 bars. And then you've got the kind of A sus4 to A sus4 a bit again. there's lots of kind of patterns between most of the verses here. 10th verse now. G over B, D5, so it's kind of all the same. Now G over B, which is quite a bit different from your kind of A sus chords. Okay, D5, 2 bars. So there's only 2 chords in that 10th verse, okay? And then the 11th verse now, okay? I've kind of cut out the talking bit he does in Broadway, and I've kind of merged the 2 sections together, minus, if that makes sense, if you're kind of playing on with the Broadway version, thinking what's going on here. So I've kind of merged the 2 bits he's playing in and taken out the kind of talking bit, okay? So 11th verse, D5, G over B, then you've got the run again, descending, 4, 2, 0, D5, ascending riff there, A sus 4, so A. Cool, so that's 11th verse, 12th verse now, and then we've got the outro harmonica solo. So D5, 3 bars of D5 this time, A7 sus 4, 2 bars of D5. Cool, then he's got the final harmonica kind of solo, whole bar of D5, A7 sus 4. It gets a lot slower here, okay, so a lot slowing down here. D5, 1, 2, and 3, and then arpeggiate kind of downstroke, the G over B chord, and then D5. Cool, so nice simple song, as long as you get used to the 6/8 kind of timing and you're okay with doing kind of things like this. You can, if you're not comfortable with that kind of technique, you can just take it out, but it sounds really nice. It works really well with the vocal melodies. So that's all the parts. Any questions, let me know down in the comments. I love this live version in Broadway. Any comments, suggestions, let me know. And then please hit that bell icon for notifications and subscribe if you haven't already. And don't forget, all of the tabs you can get in Guitar Pro format or PDF format, either by using your Subscribestar codes, because there's extra stuff from Subscribestar, or by going direct onto the website, jsmusicschool.co.uk. You can instant download to your computer. Thanks everyone for watching. I'll see you next time. Cheers. Bye.
you'd like to get guitar profiles, tab PDFs, backing tracks from any of these tutorials, head over to either the Subscribe Star page or my website, jsmusicschool.co.uk. Remember to subscribe and hit that bell icon for notifications. Thanks very much, see you on the next one.